Is it time to buy or sell Apple stock? In this video, we will delve deeply into Apple. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 9th of September, 2025. And now we are here to offer you an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analyses. You won't want to miss any crucial updates that could influence your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched artificial intelligence stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of artificial intelligence and receive free price predictions and in-depth analyses for any one of 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be regarded as financial advice. Since the 6th of August, 2025, our system has categorized Apple as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of -0.69. Let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. Throughout this period, the stock has exceeded our expectations, achieving a gain of nearly 10% since we first recommended purchasing Apple 24 days ago. This results in an average return of approximately 0.41% per day since it was designated as hold or accumulate. The stock is positioned within the midst of a broad and robust upward trend in the short term, signaling a likely further rise within this trend. The current 3-month trend indicates a potential change of approximately 20% over the coming 3 months, with a possible return ranging from 11.73% to 23.64%. In terms of the longer view, our 12-month analysis forecasts a negative change of around 9.74%. Based on our assessments, the stock's performance could fluctuate between -37.82% and -7.24% over the next year. This would suggest that the future price could fall within the range of $145.72 to $217.38. Our latest daily update for Apple includes the headline, Apple stock downgraded to hold accumulate. The Apple stock price declined by 1.48% on the last trading day, which was Tuesday, the 9th of September, 2025, dropping from $237.88 to $234.35. This marks the third consecutive day of decline. On the last trading day, the stock price fluctuated by 2.32%, with a low of $233.36 and a high of $238.78. Throughout this time frame, the price has exhibited volatility, although there has been a 3.17% gain over the past 2 weeks. The trading volume increased on the last day, totaling 17 million shares, albeit amid declining prices. This could serve as an early warning sign, suggesting a slight increase in risk over the next few days. In total, 65 million shares exchanged hands for approximately $15.27 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached $260.10, while the lowest was $169.21. Currently, the price stands 9.90% or $25.75 below the 52-week high of $260.10, which also represents the all-time high for the stock. Apple unveiled 4 new iPhone models today, featuring the iPhone 17 family and an ultra-thin iPhone Air, a 5.6mm titanium-bodied entry designed to be lighter and more affordable to encourage broader adoption. The 17 Pro introduces a full-width camera bar, and the company also refreshed the AirPods and Apple Watch models. In a notable move, Apple has increased the U.S. starting price on a Pro model for the first time since 2017, and has continued to shift more iPhone imports to India in order to mitigate tariff pressures. In the short term, the product rollout and upgraded accessories are expected to lift sentiment, stimulate pre-orders, and enhance the average selling price, which will support near-term revenue and margin growth if volumes remain steady. While this pricing adjustment may help offset cost pressures, higher Pro prices could introduce some demand sensitivity. Diversifying the supply chain reduces tariff and geopolitical risks, thereby improving margin visibility. In the long term, a refreshed lineup coupled with a thinner, more affordable Air model will help sustain the hardware ecosystem that drives recurring services revenue and enhances customer lifetime value. Continued innovation and manufacturing in India will reduce systemic risks. but it's important to monitor competitive pressures and market saturation that could limit unit growth over time. Overall, the news is modestly positive for Apple stock, with potential upside linked to adoption rates and margin retention. Analyst ratings are important indicators for investors. On Monday, the 8th of September, 2025, Jefferies assigned Apple a hold grade, maintaining a hold action. On the same day, UBS also rated Apple as neutral, again with a hold action. Additionally, on that day, HSBC provided a hold grade for Apple with a corresponding hold action. Earlier, on Thursday, the 4th of September, 2025, MoffettNathanson rated Apple as neutral, but they suggested an upgrade action. Furthermore, on Wednesday, the 3rd of September, 2025, Morgan Stanley rated Apple as overweight, while also recommending a hold action. Analysts have assigned Apple stock a general neutral rating. They consider the price-to-earnings ratio as a sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. In terms of return on investment, the analysts have rated the stock as strong buy. The following signals have been identified for Apple. The Apple stock currently displays a sell signal from the short-term moving average. However, it simultaneously shows a buy signal from the long-term average. With the short-term average positioned above the long-term average, there is an overall buy signal for the stock, which suggests a positive outlook. If the stock continues to rise, it may encounter resistance from the short-term moving average at approximately $236. Conversely, if the stock declines, it is expected to find some support from the long-term average around $223.87. A breakout above the short-term average will indicate a buy signal, while a breakdown below the long-term average will suggest a sell signal. Additionally, some negative signals have emerged, which could impact the near-term developments. A sell signal was triggered from a pivot top point on Thursday, September 4th, 2025, and the stock has since declined by 2.26%. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Moreover, there is presently a sell signal from the 3-month moving average convergence, divergence, or MACD. Volume increased as prices fell yesterday, which may serve as an early warning, indicating that the stock should be monitored more closely. Here are some additional signals that may be of interest. Moving average convergence divergence, sell signal. Pivots, sell signal observed 4 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal noted 3 days ago. Short-term moving average, sell signal from 2 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 25 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal 23 days ago. Reviewing the 12-month chart reveals short moving average, buy signal from 25 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 25 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal 35 days ago. For more signals, visit our page at StockInvest.us. Let's discuss support, risk, and stop loss for Apple. Apple is experiencing support from accumulated volume at $229.35. This level may present a buying opportunity, as an upward reaction is anticipated when this support is tested. Generally, the stock exhibits controlled movements, and due to its good liquidity, the associated risk is considered quite low. Over the last day, the stock fluctuated $5.42 between its highest and lowest points, reflecting a change of 2.32%. In the past week, the stock recorded an average daily volatility of 1.66%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Apple, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, let's discuss the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. This PE ratio is relatively typical, often observed in companies with established histories or predictable revenue streams. In other news, the next earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 30th of October, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at $1.74. Keep a close watch on these figures, as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Apple. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Apple is at $237.88. If you do not own any shares, it may be wise to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level worth considering for swing trading. On the downside, Apple faces its first support level at $229.35. If this support level holds, it might present a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Apple from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 28th of August, 2025, Arthur D. Levinson conducted an insider sale of 90,000 shares of common stock. On the 25th of August, 2025, Chris Kondo conducted an insider sale of 435 shares of common stock. On the 8th of August, 2025, Deirdre O'Brien conducted an insider sale of 34,821 shares of common stock. On the 25th of July, 2025, Sadiq Khan conducted an insider purchase of 0 shares of common stock. Notably, on the same day, Sadiq Khan conducted another insider purchase of 0 shares of common stock. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, the insider power has been calculated to be negative, with a ratio of negative 33.835. In total, insiders purchased 955,888 shares and sold 1,935,473 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $225.80, reflecting a decrease of 3.65%. This stock exhibits very low daily fluctuations, presenting a minimal risk. Additionally, a sell signal has emerged from a pivot top identified 3 days ago. Is Apple stock a good buy? Apple presents several negative signals, suggesting it should be a sell candidate. However, given the potential for a turnaround, it may be more prudent to consider it as a hold candidate, indicating that one should either hold or accumulate shares while monitoring further developments. As a result of some minor weaknesses in the technical analysis, we have revised our recommendation for this stock from a buy to a hold since our last evaluation. After examining the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 10th of September, we anticipate Apple will open higher by $1.15, starting the trading session at $235.50. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and that you should speak with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decision on StockInvest.us. By using this information, you agree and take responsibility for your own investment decisions. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.